Hi there.
So good evening to you all. How are you all doing? Just want to mention our dedication tonight. We lost the wonderful Helen McCrory, who played Narcissa Malfoy over the weekend. So we're dedicating tonight's quiz to her and her memory. And if this gets back to you, Damien, in any way, our thoughts are with you and your families. And she was amazing.
So hello to everybody. We've got a shout out to Julia, age 10, Northern Ireland, and donated £10 of PayPal. It says it's not come through as of yet. If you do want to send anything over our way, make sure you do send it to the correct address. It's paypal.me/quiz actually.
Yeah, this is basically all we can do at the moment. We've been a year out of work, and it's only our virtual quizzes and the generosity of people donating to our quizzes that's enabled us to keep going. You are literally putting food on our table. It's just thanks to you guys that's kept it going.
Good evening, Kathy Clark. Hello, Karen Stokes. Seen a nice haircut. Vancouver Island, British Columbia on YouTube, and Swamus on Twitch, as well as Luna Moon.
Yes, I have had a haircut. It was a bit mental, wasn't it? Just had a donation through, which I think is wonderful. Someone sent a donation saying, "There is happiness in the darkest of times. If only one remembers to turn on the light." Dumbledore. Whoever you are who sent that donation in with that little message, that's wonderful. Thank you.
Yes. I've got a couple of people who've shared us on their timelines. Thank you very, very much to Karen Stokes, Carrie Lee, Karina, and Quiz actually as well. We've also shared it on our timeline. If you aren't able to donate anything at all, just donate your time. Sharing our stream when we're live really helps us.
Yeah.
And we will shout you out for doing so.
The important bit is this is free entry. If you're in a position like us that you've got no money properly coming in, we don't want your money. Look after you, look after your families first. The whole point of doing these quizzes was to bring people together and have a lot of fun. And then if you can help us on the back of that, that's extra.
Yeah.
But it's you guys having fun.
What up, Nathan Reader, giving us a tag on YouTube. Good evening from the Wiltshire Potterholics. Gracie and George, a shout out to you. We're going to be starting at 6 p.m, so that's in about 7 minutes. The shout outs will stop while we're doing the questions and answers in the quiz.
And a quick one from Helen Burke. James and William playing together through Messenger. Hi to you guys.
Wonderful stuff. We've got hello from Johannesburg in South Africa. Eliana, age 10 from Ireland. Hello to you.
Do let us know where you all are coming from, guys. It's great for us to see you all.
And let us know what your house is.
Francesca from Team You're a Quizzed Harry. I think there's a few of those.
Indeed. We've got a couple of things to mention as well. There are a couple of house rules for the quiz. I'll pop them up for you there. Remember, this is a family quiz. When writing comments offensive or anything like that will be immediately blocked and you will be taken off the stream. You play the quiz like watching a TV game show, so don't put your answers in the chat. You score yourselves on the honour system. The score sheet is completely optional. There are no prizes for winning, so you do not have to worry about that. No answers in the chat. You could be removed, as we said, and the score sheet's optional. Any off chance my dad is watching, can I get a happy birthday for yesterday for Pete? Yes, there you go. Coming from Germany, Cornwall, Winchester, Denmark, fantastic stuff.
Angela says, first time from South Lanarkshire, playing with my 9-year-old. We're Gryffindor all the way.
Good stuff. We will have a poll later on about which was your favourite film. We'll put that later on in the quiz.
Yeah, tonight's film is on the last two films. It's the two-parter of Deathly Hallows. Angela, do let us know when you mention people like your daughter, do let us know their names. We do like to give our younger quizzers a shout out by their name.
Only if you want to, though. Not.
Yeah, you don't have to.
Number one fans from Malta. Hello to you. We've got Dublin. I am from Wales. Got no idea what I'm doing, but I love Harry Potter, says Vanessa.
Excellent.
Well, we'll clarify anything that happens later on in the quiz as well. Basically, you just play at home, play along, and use the comments section to talk to us or talk to your fellow teams.
Yeah, it's most basic. Play it as if you're watching a TV game show.
Danielle says hi from Manchester. And we've got Iowa.
Iowa, US, yeah.
Chichester. Hertfordshire.
Caroline Fillery says, first time for us too. Eek, Hogwarts and all.
We've got Swamus, who says they're Hufflepuff Ravenclaw represent, and Lunamoon is Ravenclaw Slytherin represent. Differing opinions. Lewis, and he's very excited.
Lewis, and he's very excited, thank you.
Looking forward to the fourth quiz. Watch both films, especially Jack 11 and Harry, aged 8 in Milton Keynes.
Yeah.
Yes, if you are beating your parents at the quiz, do let us know. That's what we like to hear.
Yeah, we love it when the kids beat their parents. This one has been our hardest put together. We've been fighting tooth and nail over different questions that we want to put in this particular quiz. That it's not internet based. We've not taken any questions off the internet. It's us watching the films twice and coming up with the questions, and then we fight to get the ones we want in.
Yeah. Oh, we'll clarify as well that any questions to do with tonight's quiz are strictly from the films only. Any extended universe or further elaborations in the book won't be considered. So if there are differences in the films and the books, we're only looking for the films and none of the extended universe as of yet.
We know that some of the questions are different in the books compared to the films. We've had another donation. Thanks again, guys. We've loved these quizzes from the Potter fans. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you.
We've got Sarah has shared us to our stream as well. Thank you very much for sharing us on your Facebook pages.
And I've got Sue Hall saying hi from Megan, age 10, a super duper Dobby fan.
My grandson Noel beat me hands down, says Leslie. We've got Caroline, 16, with the Hufflepuff team in Basingstoke. I'm looking forward to coming last year in Warrington with my parents, says Matthew. Anyone having problems with YouTube, says Sherry. Anyone have any problems with the YouTube, do let us know. As far as I know, we are perfectly fine.
Yeah, we seem to be okay.
Hi to Heba, who is 15 today. Sorry if I mispronounced it incorrectly. She's a massive Harry Potter fan and she's a Gryffindor.
We had a donation from Rosa's Development Advisory.
Well, thank you to Rosa's Development Advisory, LLC.
Yeah, thank you so much.
I'll give you a shout out, there you are.
I think if they give us a donation, we should give them a shout out at least.
Yes, exactly. Hello, Mark.
Everyone, Kathy's saying that YouTube's fine for her.
Okie dokie.
Have you done that one?
Faith, age 6, and Lynn, age 41. If Dumfries in Scotland, just us two. Thank you for doing this. You're very welcome, Lynn. Thank you for joining us.
We've noticed that there is quite a few strong following with our quizzes from Scotland when it comes to Harry Potter.
I think it's the northern sensibility we share with Scotland. We're level-headed like that lot.
Yeah.
J&C from Somerset. Hi from Canada. We've got Mari, Halvoston Sundgot, who sent us 75 stars. As always, if I pronounced your name wrong, feel free to take the mick out of me, make fun of me.
Yeah, you take it out of us because we are terrible with names and invariably we pronounce them wrong.
Indeed. We've got Slytherin for the win on Twitch. Hello to everyone on Twitch. Let us know what house you're in on Twitch if you are watching. Yeah,
particularly anybody from Ireland. We really struggle with that.
Yeah.
We just look at each other.
Shout out to Joan Laura from Poole. Charlie Grant, moderator extraordinary, is here. And Laura Hartikainen says, love Harry Potter. Lucas, aged 8. We've got Second Life Harry Potter quiz with you. Hello, Sue. Welcome back. Up Ducks from the Potteries. That's Caroline Smith. Love it. Wonderful stuff. Thank you very much, Fran. So we're live in another 2 minutes. There are 5 rounds tonight. The intro will reveal how it works. There's also slightly more explanation in the intro. If you are unsure how our quizzes work, you can always ask one of us or the moderators. We'll be very happy to help you out.
One there for you.
We've got thank you, Sophia on Twitch. Sophia on her lonesome, who should be playing tonight with her boyfriend, I think. Thank you very much for your donation. Tommy Amazing in Binfield, looking forward to joining in. Where's Binfield? Sounds familiar. Potter, said Mark Butzer. The Gowan family from Sheffield.
I'm glad you did that because I was struggling to work out how to pronounce that one.
I could be wrong, I don't know. But Matt Gowan on YouTube. Betsy is very, very excited. Sandy, age 11, playing for the first time.
Welcome, Sandy.
Indeed.
Thank you for your donations from the Russells in the Scottish borders. Thank you so much.
That's really generous. Isabella Lockwood Mansfield from Winchester is 8. That's a very magical sounding surname, Lockwood Mansfield.
It's the right age as well, isn't it?
Lizzie, good 21 from Delaware, huge fanatic Harry Potter fan. Sometime in June, I'm going to Universal Studios Orlando Resort in Florida.
Brilliant.
Mark is wearing his Slytherin uniform. I'm wearing a nondescript black t-shirt.
If you find that you're having a lag on Facebook, that is down to Facebook itself. We can't stop that. They basically hold us back 15 seconds to start with for everyone. And then you can be up to 40 minutes for wherever it's slotted you in the timeline. If you're finding that you're behind, drop out and come back in, and you usually find that you're further up the timeline to our real time.
Shout out to baby Matty, age 69 months. Hi from Neum. I don't know if I've said that wrong. Binfield is a village in civil parish in Berkshire. Rush T doing this quiz, says Claire. Matt says, good effort, it's pronounced gone. Sorry, Matt, gone. I was way off there, wasn't I? Sorry. Okay, 20 seconds to go, and we're going to start. As always, answers out of the chat. If you are a repeat offender, you will be banned from the stream immediately.
Yes.
Sophia is on a lonesome again tonight because my boyfriend joined with the MCU quizzes because he knows more than me. Thank you for mentioning that, Sophia. Our Marvel quiz is going to be our second one, and that's going to be next Sunday. And that's on Phase 2. So we've got a link there for you as well on all of our socials. If you do like Marvel films, we are live on there. Without further ado, let's kick ourselves off with the intro so you can see how the quiz is played and what your rounds are tonight.
And our chief moderator is actually correcting me. It is you can be up to 40 seconds behind, not 40 minutes.
Indeed. See you in a
Thank
second.
you, Charlie.
To play, don't you know? We won't go straight to the floor. Smashing the glass and then a stupid argument. Something they said and because he didn't like it. Even though knows you, doesn't care cause he's barely even sober, doesn't know what you're doing, what you're saying, something's brewing in the air, you can feel it tonight, you're not alright, cause when he's broken and bleeding, he speaks without speaking, he says he'll fight to defeat them. Takes it to the street end until he's broken and bleeding. I speak, but I'm speechless. It happens every weekend. Happens every weekend. 'Cause we like to play, don't you know? We won't go straight to the floor.
And as always, our thanks to the band Rats for allowing us to use their song Weekend as our theme tune. They've got a big tour coming up later in the year, so do check them out on Official Rats if you're interested in seeing them as a band. They are amazing.
Indeed. There we go as well. So there you go, just in case anyone does ask, it's paypal.me/quiz actually. Just be careful that you are sending it to the correct address if you do want to donate any of your money, which we much appreciate as well.
Right.
Let's go back to
I think it's time for round one. Now with these rounds, and we'll explain each one as it goes through. With this one, well, for the first two rounds, each question is worth 2 points. If it's a person's name, you can have point for first name, point for surname. So you can get, if you only know half the name, you can get half the points, essentially.
Yeah, some of the answers we're looking for might not have the full name, but it's always best to assume that we're looking for the full name just so you don't lose any potential points.
Okay.
Big shout out to Monty, who's a Harry Potter fan.
So we've actually created questions that are easy and medium, and that's the main burst of them. But there are a few tricky ones for you real Potterheads out there. So we're trying to get a really good mix so it's open and equal for everyone.
Indeed. Right, here we go then. Here's your first bit. Creepy. So this is called Potter Luck.
Whereas general knowledge rounds generally are potluck, we've sort of hijacked it and called it Potter Luck.
And this is part one. Round number 2 will be Potter Luck on part 2.
So this is all from the film, the first of the 2 Deathly Hallows films.
Indeed. And I'll just remind you one more time of our house rules. Remember, it's a family quiz. When writing comments, you play along like you would watch a TV game show. You are scoring yourselves. We can't mark you, so you can do it yourselves. Answers in the chat will get you removed. The score sheet is optional. All right, here we go then. I'm going to do evens for this round.
So that means I'm doing odds.
Indeed.
So question number 1. What is the name of Voldemort's snake?
So again, could be an easy one to start you off with, depending on how well versed you are with the Harry Potter films. We'll remind you again, these are all questions to do with the films, not the books or the extended Magical Wizarding World universe. Just going to...
If you're new to the quiz and you're wondering about the music, we cannot use official music. We basically get thrown off Facebook and YouTube due to copyright reasons. So we're using non-copyrighted music to play in the background.
Indeed. All right, next up, question number 2. Which Horcrux is kept in Gringotts? So which Horcrux is kept in Gringotts? Can we tell Johnny that this is really better than being on his Xbox? It really is, Johnny. Pottergoths in Newcastle, ready to play. Good stuff. If you need to be turned up at all, do let us know. If you can't hear us properly, do let us know. Although first check your TVs and put your volume up first. You never know. Hello, Glory.
Right, so a slightly trickier question now. Which spell does Hermione use on her parents at the start of Deathly Hallows Part 1?
There we go. Speaking of music, wasn't even playing.
Oh,
There we go.
it is now.
I think it's a little less awkward than just dead silence. We'd love to be able to play some Harry Potter music, but we would be taken down immediately and probably sued.
See, what we love when we're doing this quiz, because we can actually picture all of our younger quizzers getting their answers correct and the parents just looking on going... Question number 4. 4, Alex.
Question number 4. Who wears the Slytherin locket around their neck before Harry takes it from them? Thank you, Charlie Grant, for moderating and posting the various links for us as well.
Yeah, so basically, someone is actually wearing the locket. That's where they find it.
And who does Harry take it off?
So who is it he takes it off?
Also remind you as well, if you are a fan of the George Lucas little small indie film Star Wars, we are doing that on May the 4th. It's going to be Tuesday, May the 4th at 7 p.m. It's going to be the first 3 released films, so that's episodes 4, 5 and 6. It's going to be a quiz similar to this one, all about the first 3 films. That's going to be on Tuesday, May the 4th, as it obviously is Star Wars Day.
May the 4th be with you.
Indeed.
Question number 5. What is the staff entrance to the Ministry of Magic? How do they get into the Ministry of Magic by the staff entrance?
I can't do this paper on my phone, it's not working. Okay. Actually plays to send us a creeper. Fantastic stuff. Again, we will try and read out any donation that we will guarantee we'll read out every donation that we do get.
Yeah.
Question number 6. Number 6, where do the Snatchers take Harry, Ron and Hermione after they kidnap them? So when they catch them in the forest, where do the Snatchers take Harry, Ron and Hermione to?
Hermione 2. There's 2 of them. Hermione 1 and Hermione 2.
One's bad enough.
Oh, there's people who like Hermione out there.
Well, there's too many know-it-alls. That's the problem.
You think Hermione's a know-it-all? Do let me know.
Don't get me wrong, we love Hermione, but she's a know-it-all. So where do the Snatchers take Harry, Ron and Hermione to when they take them from the forest? If you do miss any of the questions or you missed out any of the answers, there is a recap at the end which goes through the questions that lasts about 2 minutes. We love Hermione, says Sandra.
Granger Gate, says Charlie Grant. Okay. Unless it's a time round, at the end of doing all 10 questions, we give you a few minutes with a recap behind us on the screen of the questions so you can catch up.
Thank you, Jessica, for your 50 stars you just sent. Thank you very much.
That's wonderful, thank you. Question number 7. Who writes a tell-all book on Dumbledore's secrets? Who was it?
My daughter is just like her, says Louise.
That's not saying one way or the other, Louise.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you mean that positively.
Yes. Heba says, I love Hermione. She's just intelligent. Indeed.
She's very intelligent.
Hashtag girl power. Yes. Well, moving on. Question number 8. This one is a trickier one, I think. Number 8. At the Ministry, Ron is disguised as Reg Cattermole. He's given a task by Yaxley. What is the task that Yaxley gives him? So when Ron's at the Ministry disguised as Reg Cattermole, he's given a task by Yaxley. What does Yaxley ask him to do? Sophia was just giving a quote there, yeah. Or do you take pride in being an insufferable know-it-all? If it's in the film, I mean, you know. Hermione is Bay, says Kixels.
Oh, one thing I was when we were doing a bit of background research, Hermione, as played by Emma Watson, was meant to wear a set of false teeth to give her buck teeth, but they just didn't work for her, so they got rid of it completely. And also, with Harry's eyes, changed his colour. He couldn't wear the contact lenses, and JK gave a blessing that they could change the eye colour. They were very worried about it at the time. Question number 9. At the big marquee, who was the marriage between? You can have 1 point for each person.
Indeed.
So you can have half a point for first names, half a point for surnames to make the 2 points up.
Mm-hmm. So the big wedding, basically in the film, who was it between? My group would get Sleazy Phil Weasley.
That's on the board of what we can say.
Please make sure that you do keep your answers out of the chat. Yeah, make sure you keep your answers out of the chat, please. I didn't realise I was such a Harry Potter geek. If I can't answer one, I'll donate £1 for every one, says Vanessa. Thank you very much.
My favourite one coming up so far is from Francesca. Flo, who's almost 10, is taking this so seriously. Her daddy Mark can't compete.
Fantastic.
Love it. I love it, Flo. You keep going, love.
Love it. Okay, so our final question. Question number 10. Question number 10. Who saves Harry when the Locket or Horcrux tries to drown him? So who saves Harry when he's drowning?
That's my favourite. The fact that Flo is getting in there and Mark can't handle it.
Yeah. So I'll remind you once again, guys, make sure you do keep your answers out of the chat, otherwise you will be sent to Azkaban.
You wouldn't want that.
And you shall not return. We will mute you 15 minutes. If you do it again, we'll ban you from the stream. Hannah Warwick says, we'll do that as well. Anything we get wrong, we'll donate £1. Well, I hope you get at least one wrong. I'm sorry I'm rooting against you, Hannah, but there you go.
Okay, time for us to put on our recap. Let's take that to the end of the round.
Supposed to put your answers, Helen. You're supposed to just write them down as if you were watching a game show at home.
If you want to join in with the optional score sheet, it's tinyurl.com/HP scores.
Indeed. Okay, let's get back to that. So again, this is going to be a recap. It's going to last you about 2 minutes. Just in case you missed any of these questions for whatever reason, here is a quick recap for you.
So there's all the 10 questions that will pop up and change over.
Lolo and Leo think they've got all... Oh, sorry, Tio, I think they've got all 10 right.
Excellent.
Good stuff. Someone is acting as quiz actually, the moderator. Make sure you are talking as yourself, please. Otherwise we'll get confused.
It confuses us when it appears.
Matt Gorn says, these are tough. I remembered your surname. We need to remember to rewatch the films again next time. Indeed.
Yes. And we're going to put a poll up shortly. One is... We're going to put 2 polls up. The first one is going to be, which is your favourite film? And then later on, we're going to ask you, when we come back this time next month, do you want us to start as we did originally with films 1 and 2, so we keep looping round the films in pairs, or do you want us to do it across the whole series of films? It's going to be your choice for next one.
Thank you, Helen. Jason says, Caroline 16 is a Hermione-esque know-it-all, as she said it was Hermione who grabbed the locket, not Harry. Hello, Oliver.
I love the sort of how sci-orientating this is for the parents.
Whole series would be good, says Luna. Jessica says she's having so much fun. Good stuff, Jessica. We're glad.
We're sorry about the music. We would have loved to have used the official music, but we can't.
No.
We get struck off, unfortunately.
Whole series we've got so far. We'll make a proper poll about it later on.
Yeah, don't put it in now. We'll do a poll for you later. Shall we put the poll for the best film?
Yeah,
sure. We could put that in now.
Completely optional, as always with these things. We have made a tiny poll that you can do. It's on a straw poll there. Click that link, it'll take you to a straw poll, and you can vote which one was your favourite of the films. And we'll reveal the winner of the films towards the end of the quiz. So again, if you do want to, it's strawpoll.com, and it's the link we've just posted there. If you want to go to that, you can vote on which was your favourite film. It's completely optional if you don't want to. Angela says, I think all series would be great. I was leaning towards that myself, but Mark wanted to know properly. So
yeah, just which you prefer. We'll go with whatever you... This is your quiz. So we'll go with whatever you prefer.
Indeed. We'll let this go for one more minute and then we will pop on with the answers. Hi to Rachel and I'm sorry, Annette. Kaumi, I'm so sorry. I know that's not right.
Yeah, perhaps if you've got hard to pronounce names in brackets, just give us the pronunciation in brackets.
Unless you want us to struggle.
I think that might be it, to be honest.
It might be. There's no all of the above option, says Charlie. There isn't. Well, I should fix that, shouldn't I, really?
Yeah. Shout out to Jeff and Hannah, please. They're doing great. And Jen's rubbish, apparently. Shout out to 13-year-old Jessica, who's such a geek. She's got the answers right, they reckon.
There we go. I've added the option for all the above.
I think Annette's now trying to troll us a little bit because she keeps saying hi to, and we've got absolutely no chance on that pronunciation.
So sorry. Oh, the results are in so far. Prisoner of Azkaban is in the lead. We'll see how that changes later on.
Yes.
All right, let's pop us back to this screen. And we'll get on with the answers to this round, and we'll move straight on to the next set of questions.
Yeah.
Annette, I'm sorry, I keep trying to say hi to that person, but I don't know how to say their name.
Be careful, Annette. Basically, the system will pick you up and detect that you're a spammer by keep repeating it, and it will actually ban you for a certain amount of time. So please be careful of doing that. We don't want to unwarily have you banned.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I'll post that link one more time to the straw poll, which will be on as well.
While you're doing that, Lynn says that Faith is doing it all by herself. She loves Harry Potter.
Good stuff. Okay, let's get on with the answers then.
Paul has a blank item. We'll have a look at that shortly, Charlie.
I can change that, yeah. That's fine. Don't vote for that one. I don't know.
Okay. So, and we thought an easy one to get you started. It's Quiver.
Quiver. There you go.
It is, obviously, the snake is Nagini.
Sorry, Kami was nowhere near Quiver. I'm so sorry. Moving on. Question number 2. The Horcrux in Gringotts is the Hufflepuff's cup. It's Hufflepuff's cup. Archie says, I think I've got all but 2 answers correct. Well, she'll see in a second, won't we?
At the start of the film, to protect her parents, she removes herself from their lives with the spell Obliviate, so they completely forget all about her.
Moving on. Number 4. Who wears a Slytherin locket around their neck before Harry takes it from them? In the Ministry, it is Dolores Umbridge. Dolores Umbridge. As we said before, always assume you're looking for the full names. You might not always need them, but it's always best to put them down.
And you'll give you a point for Dolores and a point for Umbridge.
Number 5.
The staff entrance to the Ministry of Magic is where they get their feet wet by standing in the toilets.
In the toilets.
Stand in the toilet and flush.
I wonder how many kids have copied that trying to get there.
I was just thinking of the same thing.
Don't do it. Number 6. Where did the Snatchers take Harry, Ron and Hermione to? They took them straight to Malfoy's estate. Malfoy's house, Malfoy's compound, whatever you want to call it.
As long as you mention the Malfoys.
Yes, the Malfoy's house. Say hi to the UWE students. Hi to you, Jim, and the students.
Question 7. The tell-all book. Who else could it be but Rita Skeeter?
It was Rita Skeeter. It's bloody disgusting, says Sophia.
Says yes.
We've got number 8 at the Ministry. Ron, who's disguised as Reg Catamol, is given a task by Yaxley. The task was to stop it raining in his office.
If you've more or less got that right, you can have the 2 points.
Yeah. Potter, said Mark. Number 9.
Number 9. The marriage was between Fleur Delacourt and Bill Weasley.
Malfoy Manor is fine, Sedges, yeah. Anything to do with Malfoy's house is fine. Every question is worth 2 points if it's fully correct, Caroline.
Yeah.
So Fleur Delacour and Bill Weasley, half a point for each first name and surname.
So you get 2 points for the question in total.
And number 10, who saves Harry when the Locket Horcrux tries to drown him? Diving in to get him, it is Ron Weasley. Ron Weasley for number 10. Yeah, Malfoy Manor, Malfoy House, doesn't matter, Penny.
As long as people are getting it was to the Malfoys, we'll give it you.
Oh, we're getting spammed on Twitch. Thank you very much, Sophia, for blocking them out. Wonderful stuff. Thank you very much. Let's see what you got from that round. We've got 20 out of 20. We've got 8 teams. Thank you so much, Sophia. You were on that faster than I could do it. Thank you so much. Yikes, crashed and burned there, says Karen. We'll see how you do in the next bit as well.
Oh, dear.
Fran got 0. Sarah got 20. Let's have a look then. Right. Let's move it on to your next one then.
Adam's annoyed at himself because he got 1 wrong.
Oh, no. Thank you very much. We've got a donation there from Karen in Dublin. Thank God you've got an easy name to say. Thanks again. Thank you for your donation. Thank you very much.
Jessica got 20. Joanne got 16.
Right, let me get my sheet ready then. Okay then.
No, Sedges, we don't have it on TikTok. I think you're time limited on TikTok, aren't you?
I don't know.
We might look into that though.
I could do sometime. Yeah.
Claire with 11, Caroline with 16, Sarah with 20, and Belle said nerd. Michelle 19.
If you can't put 0 in, then just leave it blank, Fran.
It will
right.
add up. Yeah.
Number 2, round number 2. So we're back on now. It is to Potter the Deathly Hallows Part 2.
So all from the second film.
Indeed. 18 for the Pottergoths. Full house for Sophia. I expected nothing less. There we go.
Yeah, there's quite a few 20s coming in there. 19. Most people got 18, 19 and 20 looking at that.
Yes.
Kathy, if you're way behind, perhaps drop out and come back in again.
Yeah. All right then.
Okay, question number 1. I'll do odds this time, just to match up. So in the last round, I asked you what was the name of Voldemort's snake. In this one, I want to know who kills Nagini. So who kills Nagini in Deathly Hallows Part 2?
Deathly Harolds.
Deathly Hallows, yes.
Hashtag Deathly Harolds.
Jessica Robinson, I like the comment. It's about time you got here, Linford.
So still at the moment, I think, if I can get it on there, Prisoner of Azkaban is still in the lead on our poll as their favourite film. Has anyone voted for the... No, good.
Question number 2.
No one's voted for Deathly Hallows Part 1 at all. Number 2, who duels Snape in the Great Hall, making him flee Hogwarts? So who duels Snape in the Great Hall, making him flee Hogwarts? Every question is worth 2 points, Mel, unless we say so. Every question is worth 2 points. Always safe to assume. Deathly Harolds, says Oliver, indeed. 16 points for Archie Plays on Twitch. Luke Taylor is loving the quiz, doing quite well. Well done to you, Luke.
I've got quite a few coming in now. Thank you to the Quidditch players from the Russells on the Scottish borders.
We've read most of them, I think.
Have we?
Yeah.
I just got quite a few coming in, that's all. Okay, question number 3. Now this is not minor role. Basically it's extras. We're talking about named characters here. Which actor plays 2 characters in Deathly Hallows Part 2? So there was an actor who played 2 different roles in Deathly Hallows Part 2.
Fantastic.
Who was that?
Lovely comments there as well. Thank you very much to Fiona for donating. Thank you so much. It's much appreciated. So for this one, you need the first name and their surname as always. Just read that. Yeah. I'm from Dis in Norfolk, Grace Faith Christian, and Emma would like a shout out. Well, there you are then.
Hello to you guys. Hope you're enjoying it. Question number 4.
Number 4. For this one, we just need the first names. Number 4, which 2 students blow up the Hogwarts Bridge? So working together, which 2 students blow up the Hogwarts Bridge? This one, we just need their first names. First time, I'm glad we're doing movies because I have no idea what happens in the books, is Sari.
And that's why we're doing the movies, because we know that more people have seen the movies than have read the books.
Jason Francis, bonus points for parts played. No bonus points for that one, Jason.
But you can sit there smugly.
Yes. I'll give you one more shout out, Oliver. You've got one more shout out anymore, and I'll be muting you.
Question number 5. Ooh, bit of a dark moment now. What word does Bellatrix Lestrange carve onto Hermione's arm?
This is a tricky one, I think. Angela got 20 points in round 1. Well done indeed. See how we're doing on there.
Good an itchy eye.
An itchy eye.
What's that meant to mean?
I don't know. We've got a lot of people sharing on their timeline. I've just got the alert, so thank you very much to Anita for sharing on your stream, on your timeline, on your Facebook. That's much appreciated. Check on that. Cool.
Next question. Question 6. That's yours.
Number 6. Question number 6. Where was the lost diadem of Ravenclaw? So where was the lost diadem of Ravenclaw?
Where did they find it?
That scream from the scene gives me chills every time, says Sophia. Indeed. It's not a particularly uplifting moment, is it?
We noticed that it was a lot darker,
Oh, yeah.
the Deathly Hallows. But then at the end it has that wonderful triumphance.
Also, we noticed as well the title of every Harry Potter quiz, every Harry Potter film, the titles get darker and darker and more rusted. Starts off bright and gold, and then by the end of the film, it's falling apart and rusted. Most of you would have known that by now, but I only picked it up when I watched it again. To me, that one is easy, says Mark. Good stuff. All the questions in tonight's quiz are designed to be fun. Doesn't matter if they're hard or easy, as long as they are fun.
But we want to try and make it so for the casual viewer, it's okay to do the quiz. For those of you who are a bit more knowledgeable, you're enjoying it too. And then we throw in a few trickier ones for the real Potterheads out there. So question 7, who killed Bellatrix Lestrange? Oh, thank you for saying that, Caroline.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Mark Butzer says, this is fun. Glad you enjoyed it.
That's what we aim to. We aim to for you to enjoy it. That's the whole point of doing these.
Yeah.
Question number 8, Alex.
Question number 8.
Oh, I like this one. You can have... I'm going to give you 1 point for each person you name. So you can have half a point for first name, half a point for surname on this one.
So it's 1 point for each full person you get. Which 4 characters appear through the Resurrection Stone for Harry? So which 4 characters appear through the Resurrection Stone for Harry? Each full name is worth 1 point.
So you can have half a point for each first name and half a point for each surname.
Shout out to Charlotte and Georgie, who are thrashing Mum at the quiz again.
We love that.
Good stuff.
You keep going, Charlotte and Georgia. You keep doing it. This is the one time when you can excel over your parents. Make the most of it. Question number 9.
Question number 9.
I think this is more of a simple one, but we'll see what you get. What does Harry do with the Elder Wand at the end? So what does Harry do with the Elder Wand at the end?
I keep yelling. Jessica says, I keep yelling out the answers. My husband's laughing at me. Fantastic. Yes, it will be 4 points in total for that one. Beforehand, question number 8. Each full name will get you 1 full point. Roy's asking the important question: who's actually correct?
To Jessica, who shouting her answers out.
And finally, question number 10. This one, you're doing their full name. If you get all the words correct, you get 2 points. If you get 2 of the words correct, you'll get 1 point.
This is one we argued over, and I'll explain why in a minute.
Yeah, this is a tricky one, I think. But if you are a Potterhead, I think you're going to know it like that. Number 10. What is Harry Potter's youngest son called? And we need the full name, please.
I thought that he only had one son, but actually we looked back at the scene because Alex was adamant he had 2. I thought he only has 1. But we look back at the scene and the elder boy is there who runs off. So yeah, I stood corrected on that one.
So again, you need their full name for the full 2 points.
Right, I think we move on and go back to the recap.
Okay then.
And I'll do some shout outs if some pop up on the screen. Thank you to Tommy11 and Maisie9 in Binfield for your donation. Thanks, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. There we go. Pop that up as well. Hard round to Michelle. Depends on who you ask in this round, I think. Love the recap so I can check on dinner, says Karen. That's why we do it for you, Karen.
Yeah.
Just so Mummy and Daddy can check on dinner. So again, there are 5 rounds tonight. The first 2 rounds are basically a Potter look for the first 2 films. And then we've got a picture round, a multiple choice round, and also we do have a Owls exam.
While I'm doing the shout outs, do you want to set up that second straw poll for later on? So how are you all doing?
It's going to meet well tight. Okay.
Sedgwick says, this is so fun. What would I do without these amazing quizzes? Thank you so much. Oh, thank you, Sedgwick. That's really nice to hear from you. Sedgwick's Laura. I'm wondering if I'm saying that wrong way around. Should be saying Laura, really, shouldn't I? Oops. Yeah. But, all okay, Alex was typing then, it gets really noisy, so we went off time. Sending love from Denmark, says Mari. Glory says she's fine. Claire Tucker, been doing hairdressing all day, but looking forward to this all day.
Just received another donation. Doesn't say who it's from, but it says thank you guys. Thank you very much for sending it in. Helen Xiaoping Weng says I'm doing great. 8-year-old Tommy is really enjoying this and showing some impressive knowledge. Go on, Tommy.
Caroline is not so knowledgeable on part 2. We should have started the quiz about the earlier films. You can actually look back on our previous Harry Potter quizzes if you want to play as a family, etc.
Yeah. We are doing very well, Claire Tucker. Thank you very much for asking.
Just had another small donation saying, good quiz. Thank you, whoever you are. Thank you so much. Seriously, guys, we're not looking for big amounts. Just £1, £2, £3, $1, $2, $3 really does make a big difference to us. So thank you for those of you who donated.
Flo says, I love Harry Potter. If you don't, then there's something seriously wrong with you.
Oh.
Very good. Very good, Flo.
Flo's doing really well tonight, I think. Walsh Hills are doing great, says David.
There we go. So let's go through to 10 one more time and then we'll go back with the answers.
Lego Superstar in the making. Teo's been building the Hogswart Castle in Lego all day to get into the spirit of the quiz. I like it.
Fantastic. Hi, I've come on here as I was the only one commenting on Facebook, it seems, says Tracy Kitchen. Oh. If you're having problems with Facebook, always best to come back in and go back out.
With the rest of our team.
Oh, I see. Also, if you do have any problems with the video, we do have 3 options available. You can either be on Facebook, YouTube, or twitch.tv/QuizActually. We're available on all of those, and we do read all the comments on each one of them.
Twitch is the best quality. It doesn't get downgraded like the other 2, and is the most up-to-date from when we send it out. Then it's YouTube, and then Facebook is the lowest. A lot of people like to watch either Twitch or YouTube on their TVs and then comment on the Facebook side of things. But it's up to you.
Sophia says Twitch is the best, slightly biased. And she is our moderator extraordinaire on there. Thank you very much, Sophia. Doing well with 4-week-old baby Houston here, says Holly Kate.
Oh, congratulations!
Fantastic stuff. I'm so glad. That's such a lovely name as well. Yes, I think Holly was playing while she was waiting to give birth. So if that's not a die-hard fan of our quizzes and Harry Potter, I don't know who is. Thank you very much for Gemma and Miles for your donations. Very kind of you. Thank you so much.
And on YouTube, my 11-year-old Emily
From
Ballygawley,
County Tyrone.
is rocking this quiz. Loving it. Thank you. Good. We're happy that she's rocking it. We love that.
Thank you very much for your donation. Just says, thank you for your quiz again. It's the highlight of the day. Thank you so much.
Cheers, guys.
Fantastic, Holly. Amazing stuff. Glad to see that having the baby hasn't taken away from you being distracted by the quiz. Good stuff. Okay, I think that's enough time for the recap. We'll pop back to our other screen and we'll go straight on with the answers to this round.
The answers. Oh, another one coming in. Thanks for the quiz. We're enjoying it. Hope this works. And that's from Matt. Cheers, matey.
Matt Gone.
I chickened out.
Yeah, Matt Gone. I remember that now.
Yeah, he's gone. That's how we remember.
Matthew Alfred Jones. My mum is more of a Potterhead than me. She's answering most of the questions. Oh my god.
Oh, wow.
I'm a Slytherin. My sister's a Hufflepuff and my parents are both Ravenclaw from Lexi.
Did your parents decide that we were Ravenclaw, or did you tell them?
Ravenclaw is a calling, not just a... Right, okay, there. Okay.
On to the answers.
On to the answers. As always, is worth 2 points each, except for number 8, which is worth a possible 4.
So killing Nagini in a flourish with the sword is Neville Longbottom.
Neville Longbottom. Shout out to Eli, age 9 on Twitch.
Oh, brilliant. Hi, Eli.
Number 2, who duels Snape in the Great Hall, making him flee Hogwarts? It was the fantastic Professor McGonagall. As long as you got McGonagall on that one, that's absolutely fine.
Yeah, he starts on Harry, but she steps in and takes over.
Just to let everyone know, I'm built different.
Thank you for your donation.
To someone on PayPal. Built different. Moving on, number 3.
Number 3. So, playing 2 distinct characters. One of them was Griphook, the other one was Flitwick. It was the excellent Warwick Davis.
So shout out to Ted, age 10. Shout out to you, Ted. Number 4. Which 2 students blow up the Hogwarts Bridge? Working together, the explosive expert amongst them all is of course Seamus, and Neville's there as well to help. So it is Neville and Seamus for number 4.
You'll need it first names on that one, we told you.
So 1 point for Neville, 1 point for Seamus.
The dark bit now. Bellatrix Lestrange has Imani pinned down, and on her arm she writes Mudblood.
We've got shout out to our team captain Jenna, age 10, and our co-captain Baby Matty, who's 69 months old. A whale blew up the bridge, says MC Conrad. A whale? Number 6. Where was the lost diadem of Ravenclaw? It was kept in the Room of Requirement. The Room of Requirement for number 6.
I'm sure we're going to get some comments after I say this.
Mm-hmm.
Who killed Bellatrix Lestrange? It was the ever wonderful Molly Weasley, as played by Julie Walters.
We wrote Seamus wrong, Jason. We spelt Seamus incorrectly. I'm so sorry.
We're terrible at spelling. We admit it.
We will never say that we're the best spellers. You can always tell that. You can always tell it's a quiz made by us. We'll spell something wrong at least once. Not my daughter used something, says Luna Moon. Indeed.
That's it. I thought that comment might come out.
Number 8. Which 4 characters appear through the Resurrection Stone for Harry? So each person's full name will get you 1 point. We have Remus Lupin, Sirius Black, James Potter, and Lily Potter.
So if you've only got half a name, you can have half a point for each one.
Everyone's getting on us now for spelling Seamus wrong. I'm so sorry. Shout out to Rory. Thank you very much for putting it in phonetics for me. And Aisling in Cork Island with their cousin Roman. I knew Aisling. I know that one.
I would have never got Rory from that.
But thank you for spelling it out for us because we're stupid. Number 9.
What does Harry do with the Elder Wand at the end? He breaks it in 2 and throws it off the bridge.
Indeed. Any variation of breaks it and throws it is absolutely fine on that one.
Just repeat, because Kim's mentioned it. Rest in peace, Helen McCrory, who played Nerissa Malfoy. We dedicated this whole quiz to her memory. Absolutely wonderful actress. We're geekies. She was in Doctor Who as well, and lots of other things. Absolutely big loss. And as I say, our hearts go out to Damien and the whole family.
So yeah, number 8, that one was worth 4 points. And finally, number 10. Number 10, what is Harry's youngest son called? I think you'd know it's going to be Potter, but do you know the first two names? Named after the bravest men he knows, it is Albus Severus Potter.
We'll give you a point for Albus and a point for Severus.
Well, I did say all three gets you 2 points.
Oh, you want all three?
Yeah, if you knew Albus Potter, then that would just get you the... Yeah, you know the one down there.
Okay,
Yeah, she was also in Skyfall. She was the... she was a politician in it. I can't remember which one.
Yeah. Super quiz, well done. Hermione rocks. Thank you for your donation. You know who you are.
Thank you
Thank
very
you
much.
so much. It really does make a difference to us.
You can't write 22 answers on the sheet. I will do that for you very quickly. Not a problem at all. It's just there so people can change like that. I will put it in for you now. It's just so people can't put... They've got 9,000 points in it.
Yeah, we were getting that.
Yeah, so there we go. I'll just do a little bit of that. And it is 25.
Jessica says 22 out of 22 for me. Woohoo!
Fantastic stuff. That's it there. Yes.
Oh, I'm loving this. Playing the final quiz in my mum and dad's garden. What a place to do it. She's getting more right than you.
Fantastic. I love it. Okay.
Lots of 22s out there. Martine with 19.
Sally says, loving the quiz. Full marks so far. Jack 11 and Harry, nearly 9 in Milton Keynes. Is he 9 3/4? Like I did there. Tracy got 21 on that round, so Tracy Kitching. Wonderful stuff. 12.5 for Matt. Gowan. Gone. Sorry.
He's gone.
I know, I keep forgetting. I make a point to remember and then I forgot. Okay, so let's move it back on to this bit here. We're going to move on to our next round.
19.5 from Adam. Catherine full scores. Lynn just dropped a point.
She was Aunt Polly in Peaky Blinders as well. Something I never watched, but I did know her off by her face in that.
I saw the pictures that they've been doing with the obituaries on various sites using that Peaky Blinders. She looks absolutely amazing in that. Real sort of stern and with a full suit. Really good.
Okay, so off we go with your third round then. So round number 3.
Which is played slightly different, so we'll explain it once we've done the intro to it.
Indeed. Nearly now will be 8 3/4. I'm sorry, Charlie Grant. It's off the top of my head. I can't do numbers, you know that. Okay, let's see. And we'll put it. All right, so it is multiple choice. So for this one, we'll ask you 5 questions. Each question has 4 possible answers, A, B, C, or D. You'll have 30 seconds to decide which answer you think is correct. At the end of the 30 seconds, we'll give you a brief second just to make sure everyone's caught up. We'll take away the wrong answers, leaving the one remaining correct answer, and the correct answer is worth 2 points.
So this round is got 5 questions, 2 points each. It's out of 10 points.
Indeed. Kicking myself for missing Maureen Davis a bit.
Oh, yeah, it was one of those. I thought the kids would get that far more than the adults would, to be honest.
I'll start off, I think. Okay, number 1. What was the name of the story from which the Deathly Hallows comes from? Was it The Fountain of Fair Fortune, The Tale of Three Brothers, Wizard and the Hopping Pot, or Warlock's Hairy Heart?
And you've got the time for it takes for that number to spin all the way around.
Indeed. We've got Lynn has said, Lynn Ford, how did I beat you, says Jessica. And Lynn said, I forgot Lupin. Oh no. Hello from Disc, Grace, Faith, Christian, Emma and cousins are all on Zoom together. Wonderful stuff.
Oh, that's great. We love it when you can connect like that. Here we go.
How many was the last round worth? It was worth 22 points altogether. Wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yes. 22 points altogether, Sam. Alright, let's take away the wrong answers and leave the one remaining correct answer. It's not Fountain of Fair Fortune or the Wizard Hopping Pot. It was, of course, The Tale of the Three Brothers. Tale of the Three Brothers for number 1.
Yes. Question number 2. Now, this is a bit of a Potterhead question. Who is the first character we see in part 1? Is it Lord Voldemort, Severus Snape, Rufus Scrivenger, or Albus Dumbledore?
I also forgot Lupin happens to all of us, says Mark. I know. How could you forget Lupin? I mean, honestly. Tracy says, I love the Three Brothers animation. Yeah, it was cool, wasn't it? A bit different. Alright, a couple of seconds for you to catch up with the other team if you're out of sync.
Yeah, the time that was on in the film, I'm wondering, why are they doing this weird, silly tale? And then you find out later why. There are going to be 5 rounds in total, so this is round 3.
Yeah, you can always rewind, Camille. Right.
Let's take away the wrong ones. It's not Voldemort. It's not Severus. It was Rufus, Minister of Magic.
Yeah, Rufus Scaramanga.
No, that's
what you said.
Yeah, that's James Bond, isn't
Rufus
it?
Scrimmager, not Rufus Scaramanga.
No. Oops.
Yeah, it's not just your names we get wrong, guys. It's even the people at the film.
Yeah.
Right, moving on. Question number 3. Number 3. Which of the following people did not take the Polyjuice potion to look like Harry when he escapes from Privet Drive? So which of the following did not take a Polyjuice potion to look like Harry? Was it George? Was it Fred? Was it Ron? Or was it Bill?
All the Weasleys.
Indeed. Scaramanga, says Sarah, yes.
All right, Sarah. Leave me alone. They're all at it now.
Matthew says, oh, first one wrong. No. Hope my donation went through. Slightly worried now, says Albie, age 6. Thank you, Albie. And Emma, of course.
We'll have a look later. It's tricky to see, really.
There. Or not. We'll have a quick look for you later on, Emma Gibbs. It's always paypal.me/quiz, actually. And the name on there will be Mark Stack. Okay. So which of the following people did not take the Polyjuice potion to look like Harry? George did. Fred did. And Bill did not. So Bill was the only one not to take the Polyjuice potion of the Weasleys. Number 4. Yeah, these are a little bit trickier, but that's why they're multiple choice, because as soon as you see the answer, you might get prompted in your mind. Rufus Scaramanga, the man with the golden wand.
Yes. Question number 4. Who tells Voldemort when Harry is going to be moved from the Dursleys? Was it Snape, Lucius Malfoy, Draco, or Bellatrix?
Perfect scores for Liz, Anya, and Carl. Well done. Yeah, Paula Honeyball says question 2 is a bit sneaky. Yeah, it zooms out on his face basically. He has the big speech in the Ministry of Magic, and it zooms out on his face. Fantastic, Bill Nye.
So this one, I reckon you could work it out. It is not Draco. He wouldn't know. Neither would Bellatrix know. But Snape did.
The triple agent. Okay, and your final one for this round. This round is worth 10 points altogether. Lucius, yes, we spelled that one wrong as well, Mark. Thank you very much. Number 5. Charity Burbage was a teacher at Hogwarts that Voldemort kills. What did Charity Burbage teach? Was it alchemy, Muggle studies, charms, or ghoul studies? Spell check for Lucius, says Karen Stokes. Thank you, Karen. If the quiz was fully perfect, it'd be really boring.
So to all our younger viewers, even adults can get spellings wrong. So don't take it to heart when you get yours wrong. Do your best to get them right, but don't worry if you get them wrong.
Sorry, says, oh my god, it's Lucius. Why is it knowing there? Somehow reminds you of Levisius. I don't know why. That says more about you, Sari, than us. Right.
I did say everything was going too well.
Indeed. Okay, let's take away the wrong answer for the final time. Charity Burbage was not a teacher of alchemy. She did not teach charms. It was Muggle studies, which they all laugh at as well. Cameron says it makes it all the more fun. Exactly.
Right, so we're going to take a slight break between the rounds now. We're going to give you the link to our second poll to how you want us to do the next quiz. So we can either go back to the beginning, like we did at the start, and do the first 2 films together, or we can do it across all the films. What is your preference?
So there's a straw poll if you'd like to vote on there. So for the next Harry Potter quiz, would you prefer it we did all films together in one big quiz that lasts, again, about an hour and a half? Or would you like us to start right at the beginning and do the films, each two in order again?
So Claire got 10, Jessica with 8, Danny got full 10, Tracy got 10, Glory, I'm not sure what you got there.
27 out of 27? What? It's only out of 10 in that round, Glory.
Well, let's just say, Mark, you've had your haircut and looking super sharp. I probably would look super sharp. Basically, I had a third of a year's growth on my head because I couldn't get it cut.
We've got 8 out of 10 on that one as well. I'm going to pin the straw poll just because it is quite an important one. I'll pop it in there and I will pin it on the YouTube as well. I can't pin comments on the Twitch, but I will post it again for you. All films, says Lisa. Again, if you do want to vote, make sure you vote with the actual poll so we can get a proper good look at everybody.
8 for Hannah.
9 for Mark. Did you get 9? It's 2 points each question.
Yeah, you can't get 9. You must have a 2, 4, 6 or 8, 10.
Start from the beginning again. I love these quizzes, the more the merrier, says Claire.
We will keep doing them one a month. We'll keep adding extra quizzes in as well.
Wow, we've got 35 votes already for all 8 films together.
Wow.
Blimey, that was quick.
Martin got 8. Catherine with 8.
Where's the poll, says Claire? It is there. I'll post it for you again, just in case you missed it. It is pinned to our comments. Round 2 for 22 points. Yes, it was, sorry, because number 7, about all the people returning in the stone, was 1 point for each. Linda says, haircut looks great, Mark.
Thank you. Oh, it was a relief to get it cut off. I mean, it was just like here.
There we go.
He used to laugh at me in the mornings because it was like...
Karen Eccles, there you go. I'll put the straw poll for you there. 2-1 for all films after 60 votes. It seems to be, yeah.
Yeah.
Why is it always Snape, says Elizabeth? I know.
Because he was the most important person in the whole series.
My husband says, can you do an Indiana Jones quiz?
We would, but we just... The thing is, with those sort of quizzes, we need a following for them, which is why we're now going on to Star Wars, and our Marvel ones have got a following. Indiana Jones does not have a strong enough following. We tried Doctor Who. We did 4 of those, and again, just did not have the proper following for it.
No. Okay, so the votes are still going in. You've got all the time in the world to vote for that one. But with that being said, let's move on to our next round.
Which is another 30 seconds round.
Nice fun one, this one. If it all works well, because last time it didn't. Fingers crossed. We've got no
glitches in
naggles,
the system.
No naggles in the system.
Okay.
Okay, so on to this one then. So, we've got hi from Sarah in Belfast. Wonderful stuff. Okay.
Round number 4 is on pictures and quotes.
Matt Gorn says, what about a Simpsons quiz? The thing about all of our quizzes is we don't buy books, we don't use resources online, we do all the hard work ourselves. So doing an entire Simpsons quiz would be a lot of work. We don't know if we would get the kind of form we would get from Harry Potter quiz.
We are going to be doing a Friends one. That we've already started with that. There's a lot to watch. There's a lot to watch. But there is going to be a Friends special of some kind. There's a reunion going on. And we will tie our Friends, first of our Friends quizzes in when that comes out.
Claire says, I looked at this last time. Good news for some of you. There are no dingbats in this round.
Yes, I didn't put any dingbats in.
No. My score on the second round was 13 and I'm really proud, says Lily, age 9. Well done, Lily.
Brilliant, Lily.
Here we go then. Who is that? Name the character.
And all the people in the pictures round all have first names and surnames, so you can have a point for first name, a point for surname.
Jessica says, if you need help with the Friends quiz, I'll help you with my daughter. She's a massive Friends nerd. Just do Simpsons Season 1, said Sarah.
Hannah says, this is lovely, woohoo.
Sophia said, oh, but I like dingbats, but you're the only one. Okay then. So, number 1, the character's name, point for first name, point for surname. That was the dodgy dealing Mundungus Fletcher, who in the books described as lanky and ginger with buck teeth. with long hair. So I don't know how.
Probably couldn't find an actor who was lanky and ginger. We put
yeah. You guys compare 2 seasons together, make it easier. That's a good idea, Sari.
We've just had another donation come through. Loving the HP quiz. Full marks so far from Harvey Chatfield. Thank you, guys. As we say, just that £1, £2, £3 is great for us. It really is.
All right, moving on. Number 2 then. So again, we're looking for pictures, and we're going to look for name the character. So once again, point for first name, point for surname. Lord Garth Sifu says no dingbats. No dingbats tonight. Humongous Chungus, says Sarah.
Well, there will be dingbats next week in our Marvel quiz. I've already got some lined up.
That's the best bit, says.
See, people were complaining about my dingbats in Harry Potter, and now everyone's wanting them back again.
Matt Gordon loves dingbats. You can't win. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. In the book, long ginger hair, yes.
So who was that?
Danny says, could you do a poll on shows that people like to do a quiz about? We could do, but then we'd get so many different suggestions. None of them would actually come through as a proper poll. MCU dingbats are a bit easier, says Sophia. Oh, right. So number 2, that was Ariana Dumbledore. Ariana Dumbledore. Again, point for Ariana, point for Dumbledore for number 2.
Question number 3. On the pictures, it is name this village. Poignant scene there.
Can you do a Descendants quiz? I don't know what that is, William.
Karen says they're tough but genius. Thank you for that, Karen. It's just my mental mind.
Can you do a poll about which polls you want to do, says Charlie? We'll do a poll about that then.
Are we going to do Fantastic Beasts? Are we?
I think we could do Fantastic Beasts. It might not be a 5-rounder quiz because there's not much mythology there, but we'd certainly give it a go. Indeed, Mark, it does have differences to the book. Okay, so number 3.
Number 3 is, of course, Godric's Hollow. And that is the Potter house where it all happened.
Indeed. Moving on then, number 4.
Number 4 is a picture round. Name the character.
Full name for the full 2 points. Here we go.
Bit of a tricky one.
Shout out for Lily. That's from Stuart on YouTube. My daughter has just lost it that you don't know Descendants. I've got no idea what it is. Never heard of it.
What's Descendants?
I don't know. I've never heard of it.
I like the music you got for this.
It's very menacing, isn't it?
She played a great character.
Okay then, so name the character. Point for first name, point for surname. It is Bathilda Bagshot. Bathilda Bagshot for number 4. Well done if you got that. Point for Bathilda, point for Bagshot. Who also lives at Godric Hollow. Although not really, because it's not really... Anyway.
And finally, we always ask one question on the cast at least. Usually in the pictures round. We need you to name the actress. We mentioned the character earlier. It is Rita Skeeter, but who played her?
Point for first name, point for surname. It says Disney spin-off, i.e. children of your favourite characters. Ah. Sophie said she had the most lines. Bathilda? I don't think so. She didn't say anything. Maybe that's all she said.
I shall top you up, Alex.
Thank you. Okay, so the name of the actress that plays Rita Skeeter, well, if you remember this one, or if you know her as Queenie from Blackadder, it is Miranda Richardson.
She's always good. Again, she's a great character actress. Everything she does, she completely embodies it in her own way.
Sorry, Sophia, I completely missed the point of your joke there. I'm an idiot. He can't spell and pronounce, I can't get jokes. Right. So that is your 5 pictures. We're now on to the second part of this round. It is on to quotes. Okay.
So question number 6. Who said, "I've always wanted to use that spell"?
Rubbish 3 in that part of the round, says Danny. See how you do for the next 4 questions then. Thanks so much. My mum was no help, said Lily. Flag quiz, says M.
Just to reiterate, flags are a bit of a no-goer in our general quizzes, which we do on Mondays and Fridays each week. It gets under the name of Flaggate.
She voiced Mrs. Tweedy in Chicken Run. Ah. Okay, so don't forget there is 2 parts to this round. It's not just over yet. If you've got 5 in that part of the round, you can get 4 more in this bit. Okay, so I've always wanted to use that spell.
Where's Professor McGonagall?
And she gets the...
all the statues to protect Hogwarts.
Indeed. Okay, question number 7.
I love this bit.
Number 7, this one is, quote, who is Dobby saying this to? So who is Dobby saying this to?
I think it's just a brilliant line. It's so very Dobby. The wonderful Dobby. Claire, again, you're asking for a series, a quiz on a series of unfortunate events. It just, for us to do it, for it to work, it just has to be a really popular series. Otherwise, we just don't get the traction from people joining us.
And again, we do all these things ourselves. We do all the questions, all the designs, all the research. So it's only the 2 of us as well. So these things do take a lot of time. And if we don't get the people watching that we need to get there to get our numbers up, then we can't do it, unfortunately. It's a case of how much work, how much reward we get from it.
Karina says we should do a geography quiz just for Sarah. I think she's been a bit naughty there.
So number 7, Dobby never meant to kill, Dobby only meant to maim or seriously injure, was said to Bellatrix Lestrange.
Yeah, Bellatrix says, you tried to kill me.
Dobby never meant to kill, Dobby only meant to maim or seriously injure. Number 8 then.
Number 8. Who shouted at the dark... Sorry.
No. Read. Who said this?
Who said this?
There you go.
This was on the Hogwarts Express. Who said, losers, he isn't here.
I'm the only one in my family that knows stuff about Harry Potter, said Lily. Seeing his mum was no help.
Well, good for you, Lily. You're getting 1 over on your parents for 1.
Don't forget, guys, no answers in the chat, please. Otherwise, you will be muted for 15 minutes. Second time, you will be banned from the page. How comes the answer is Minerva McGonagall, says Teresa. We just want Professor McGonagall for that bit. We didn't need the Minerva bit. So number 8.
Number 8 was Neville Longbottom.
Neville Longbottom for number 8. Moving on at number 9. Oh, number 9. Who said this at the wedding?
No, Sarah.
So currently, it's still by 47 to 27. All film.
I think she was going to pin that.
Okay, so Harry doesn't want to talk to us now. He's just too polite to say so. It was, of course, the amazing Luna Lovegood. Luna Lovegood for number 9.
One of my favourite characters is Luna. I think you can see by the reaction, folks, that people doing the quiz do not want you to put the answers in the chat. It really spoils it for them. And more than that, it spoils it for our younger quizzers who are doing really well. So please don't that.
Emma Gibbs, is that the background music from the film June? It's not. No, it's YouTube's own audio library, because we keep getting struck by... It doesn't matter. But anyway, it's non-copyright. Nargles indeed for number 9. Okay, and
finally, the poignant bit right at the end. What was the last thing Snape says to Harry as he dies? So what's the last sentence he says?
Scarlett says, better with the second half there. No more picture rounds, please.
Sherry loves Luna too.
I'm quite looking forward to the new Dune film. Now you've brought it up, Emma. Denis Villeneuve, who did Blade Runner, the remake. That was a good one as well. Simple. It sounds like such a Luna thing, says Jenny. Yes. Blunt to a fault she is.
And bonkers with it. But played magnificently. So your answer to this is you have your mother's eyes.
You have your mother's eyes. Snape says, delete my browser history. It's a jelly rat, indeed.
No, because he wants his browser history seen.
Tracy says, I thought it was on like June. No, it wasn't on purpose. Just it was the best music I could find.
So that round in total is out of 20.
Yeah. Okay then. So let's move us back on to this one, and we'll be just in time, I think, for our 5th and final round.
Yes,
It's 5 past now. Okay, so looking at the votes, it does seem to be that all 8 films as a quiz is being voted for rather than each of the 2 films in pairs.
Yeah, it's about 2 to 1 that you want all 8 films, so that's what we'll do.
Luna Moon says that line cries always, indeed.
Yeah. Danny got 13. I'm not sure how Jason, you're managing to get 72. I think that's a bit wrong.
I think 72 points in all because he's not got.
72 out of 72. I get you now.
Danny, I don't know. Oh yeah, you got the 13 because there are points for first names and surnames. 16 out of 20. I said I bombed this round. My husband replied, "Yeah, you did." So Jessica. Married life, eh? Okay. So let's look. Martine, our Norwegian constituents there with 10 out of 20.
Shall we have a look at the poll for the favourites? See what people are wanting.
Yeah, the Harry Potter one. Let's have a quick look again.
Quick refresh.
It's already on. Oh, no, it's not. There we go. So there's the other straw poll. If you do want to vote for what your favourite Harry Potter film was.
Are we able to put that on the screen so they can see where it's at the moment?
Probably. There we go. Let's see if I can get it to there.
There you go. So you can see the votes so far for the voting. If you're not happy with Prisoner of Azkaban being the top, you might want to vote alternatively.
No one's voted for part 1 of Deathly Hallows.
I know. I think that's because of Dobby. Poor Dobby.
I feel like POA is the only film where Harry isn't in life-threatening danger, says Sophia. Yeah, maybe that's why. It's just a refreshing change of pace. Hello, Mum. My mum's just joined the chat.
Hello.
Wonderful stuff. Thank you very much to Sarah for pointing out the PayPal as well. 19 out of 20. Thanks to 9-year-old Holly, says Michelle. Wonderful stuff. Well done, Holly.
I'll just have a quick nosy see if it... No, it doesn't like it. Add another donation. No, that's it so far. But thank you so far for all of you who've donated. It really, as we say, it really does make a difference for us.
It does. Thank you so much, guys. Okay, then. So it is our final round. It's round number 5.
Final round already.
Where has the time gone, guys? William says, Mark, who's your favourite character?
I really like Luna. Just to try and go away from the obvious ones. I really like Luna as a character. But again, that's partly down to the actress herself being so good. Moaning Myrtle, I think, is brilliant. Who else did I like?
My favourite character is Lupin, because he's so misunderstood.
Yeah.
Right, okay, so on to our final round, round number 5. Shout out to Sarah, who's having the entire quiz spoilt for her because she hasn't seen the film. Well, all the way around, film spoilt because she hasn't seen it. Right, so our final and 5th round is... The Serious Backlers. I like that, Caroline. Very clever.
So round 5 is your OWLS exam.
And again, students must not put the answers in their chat. Keep your answers out of the chats, please.
Or you'll go to Azkaban.
Or you will go to Azkaban. There it is behind us. It's behind Mark at the moment. There it is. There's Azkaban.
I'll go that way.
There it is. Shout out to Ellie, who turned 10 on Friday.
Wow, happy birthday, Ellie.
Happy birthday, Ellie. Hope you're enjoying the quiz. Right.
So this is a mixed round. There's some slightly trickier questions in. And we have got 2 Potterhead questions in that we know are really nerdy.
Matty said it should be newts, to be fair. You're a newt. Right. To be fair, I do know that person. I'm not just calling a random person. I know it should be newts, but we like keeping it as ours because we like the look of it. Okay, Sandra's favourite character is Dobby. Oh, poor Dobby. Number 1. What is Dumbledore's full name? So what is Dumbledore's full name? Linda says Neville's my favourite. Personal growth-wise, I think Neville had the biggest arc.
Neville has a lot more background going on in the books as well.
To be fair, most of them do.
Yeah, no, but particularly Neville. There's more comes out in the books.
Indeed. Thank you very much to our moderators for keep reminding everybody about the PayPals and shouting at answers.
Oh, thank you, guys.
Much appreciated, guys. Thank you so much.
Right. We put this as question number 2, and we're going to give you a bit longer.
Right.
But for half a point each, can you name The 7 Horcruxes.
Caroline says, can you put remind us of the score sheet? Of course I can. It's our usual one. It's tinyurl.com/HP scores. So instead of QA scores, it's just HP scores. This is what happens using a poll in the deeply flawed first past the post system. So Mark.
It's all for fun.
I like Dobby in the books when he's repping all the clothes Hermione's knitted. Well, yeah, the entire thing in the books about Hermione having the support group for house elves isn't even mentioned. I suppose it's not integral to the plot, but it's still one of those things that
it's not. It's a nice bit of.
You kind of miss it not being there. Spew. That's the one. Spew. So there we go. Still currently in the lead with Prisoner of Azkaban.
Amy says that Fred and George are her favourites.
But which one? Which one do you like more? You've got to like one more than the other.
And can you tell the difference?
Indeed. Well, I mean, it's a very big difference at the end of the film because one of them's not there. All right, number 3. Shh. Number 3. What item did Ron receive in Dumbledore's will?
What is it called? If you can tell us what it is, we'll give you half points. If you can tell us what it's called, you can have the full 2 points.
Yeah, it has a very specific name. Is that 3.5 points for all 7, says Jason? Yes.
It is, Jason. 3.5 points on that one.
Thank you very much. Peter says, I like Fred more.
How do you know? How do you know, Peter?
I like it. Just reminded that we haven't got any Muzak play. There we go. The old Muzak. Thank you for mentioning that, Jason. We wouldn't have said it otherwise. About the 3.5 points. Right then, moving on. Question number 4.
Question 4.
I like this one.
Yeah. When Harry reaches the meeting place in the Forbidden Forest where he gives himself in, who do the Death Eaters have in chains?
Dedrick, said Mark. Dear me.
Jason says, you're welcome.
Thank you. Yeah, I was going to do a poll about your favourite character, but there's too many characters to put in. The poll would have just been a mess.
What we might do is on the next series do a bit of a knockout poll. We can choose a few at a time, and maybe the top 2 go through to the grand finale.
It's a lot of work considering we have 5 rounds to do normally.
Yeah, but we can just throw it in one per quiz.
We can try. So, who do the Death Eaters have in chains in the forest? Number 5. Number 5.
I like this one.
Number 5. What phrase does the Golden Snitch show when pressed to Harry's lips? I thought that Hallows' book was Beedle's Bad. Yes, the book's Beedle's Bad, but the actual story is the 3 brothers.
But we did give you only the 4 options anyway.
Yeah. Holly's favourite is Ginny. He got progressively more and more lines. Didn't get very many, but got progressively more.
Yeah, she doesn't say anything at the start.
No. And in movie 2, she says good luck. That's it.
The next Harry Potter will be this time next month. So we are on...
RC said, does the answer to number 1 have to be in the correct order? No. As long as you get the names, you still get it. It's fine.
So we're on the 3rd week in April. So it'll be the 3rd Sunday in May.
Which is going to be...
Unless there's a special date on it. We have to change it again. No.
Yeah.
No, it does not. It's not coming up as a...
That's not the 3rd Monday.
Sunday. 3rd Sunday is the 16th. And I don't have it coming up as a special date. So we'll go with that. Alex is just doing a quick check.
International Day of Light.
There you go. International Day of Light. That's all that is. It's not going to clash with anything.
No. All right, moving on. Number 6.
Question number 6. Oh, I like this one. 1 point each for this one. What are Harry, Hermione, and Ron's middle names? I think the kids are going to get this one.
Okay, moving on then. Question number 7. Right, here you know. Number 7. Who put the counterfeit sword of Gryffindor in Bellatrix's vault? So who actually put the counterfeit sword of Gryffindor in Bellatrix's vault? Because as we all know, no one owns the sword. It comes to those who need it most.
That stops us putting a question in tonight.
Glory says, I'm having kids soon, I'm 27. Good luck to you. So we should be finishing just by 7:30.
Excellent.
I think. And it'll be just in time for the youngest fans to go to bed. We'll be happy to tell your kids to go to bed if you want to.
Right.
What's your favourite movie, says William? I still think Prisoner of Azkaban is my favourite one. I really like that one.
Okay, question number 8. Both me and Alex came up with our own Potterhead question. This one's mine. Question 10 is Alex's. So my Potterhead question, in the film, because it can be different in the book, who sets the Room of Requirement on fire?
It's just after lunchtime here in Kentucky, says Jessica. It's nearly 7:30 at night here. Well, it will be 7:30 at night when we finish.
Jessica, we did a classic quiz question on Kentucky, as in way to identify it, which state it is, where it is on the map. Every single one of our quizzers who've seen that question can point to it at any time, anywhere.
In Canada, it's 2:20, says Mark.
Where in Canada are you? I do like Canada. I've been to several places in Canada.
Oh, dear.
I like Montreal. I love Toronto.
Moving on then. Question number 9. Number 9. What are the 3 Deathly Hallows? What are the 3 Deathly Hallows?
You knew we were going to ask this question.
And again, this is worth 3 points for 1 point each. This entire round is worth 23.5 points in total if you were to get absolutely everything correct.
Ottawa.
Ah.
I've not been to Ottawa. I nearly did, because it's obviously in that area.
Number 9. So Sophia said easy peasy. Well, for you, I think it is easy peasy.
And I think I'll let you do question 10 since it was your Potterhead question.
Okay. Finally, question number 10. Number 10. How many years have passed between the Battle of Hogwarts and the very last scene of the Deathly Hallows Part 2? How many points each round, says Jason? It's 23.5 points altogether. As of course, there's 3.5 points for number 2, there's 3 points for number 6, and also 3 points for number 9, as well as the usual points for 2. So how many years have passed between the Battle of Hogwarts and the very last scene of the Deathly Hallows Part 2?
And thank you, Charlie, for jumping in with that 23.5.
Indeed. What would we do without you?
So we're going to give you a quick recap of all those 10 questions, because you're going to need a bit more time with the 7 Horcruxes, etc. So we're going to have a little bit of a chat. I'm just going to nip out and for a refresh of the water, and I'll be back shortly.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll be riding solo then. Right. We get that up there.
Don't be saying naughty things about me.
No, I wouldn't dream of it. Okay, there we go. Let's get us on there. Wonderful stuff. There we go. Just positioned correctly there. Right then. So thank you very much to the people who've donated so far. It is much appreciated. As we said before, our only income for the last year has been doing online quizzes, as we aren't able to do our regular job, which is hosting quizzes full time, which we do corporate quizzes, private quizzes, online quizzes, and things like that as well. But this has been our only source of income, is donations from people. So thank you very much if you do donate. Any and all amounts are always really appreciated. People do say sorry for small amounts, but any amount that you do send is much appreciated by me, Mark, as well. Managed to name the Horcruxes in the order they were destroyed, says Sophia. Very good. Mark says, what house are you in? I'm a Ravenclaw. I have got the sorting hat on. Yes. Not Slytherin. Thank you, Lynn. It was Mark's idea that. He did it for the first one and he just kept it going.
I'm back. Just took
I
water
don't know
up.
if you saw that, but Sophia not only managed to name all the Horcruxes, but she put them in the order they were destroyed.
Excellent.
Mark says, great quiz, thank you. Thomas from Essex has really enjoyed it. I'm glad you've enjoyed yourself, Thomas.
Brilliant.
Did you get more than Mum and Dad? Did you get them?
Yeah. Did you mention about our regular quizzes?
No, I did not.
Every Monday and every Friday, starting at 7:45, we do a regular quiz, ever-changing rounds. We make it fun. We've got obviously the huge Quiz Actually family. It's a lot of fun, a lot of chat, and a lot of comment. Taking the Michael out of me, most of it, I must admit. People seem to have fun taking the mick out of me. But there you go. That is Mondays and Fridays at 7:45 is our regular quizzes, and then the Sundays is all of our specials. And then we've also got the start of the Star Wars, which is going to be on May the 4th, Star Wars Day.
Yeah. So our regular one's slightly later, as it's just generally the time we start. We're still family friendly, but it does get a little bit slightly more, I wouldn't say risque, but yeah, slightly more adult. But nothing that you wouldn't want your kids to watch before the watershed, basically. We don't swear or anything like that, we never do.
I'm loving your heart.
So I'll let this go through to 10 one more time, and I think it'll be on with our answers.
Yeah, which will be perfect timing to finish with.
As we've done before, guys, the score sheet doesn't really matter. We will look at who's won, who's got the most points, but there are no prizes. It's just all for fun.
Quite frankly, anyone could cheat it.
You could cheat if you want to, but what's the point?
You could just put any score in there, it doesn't matter.
Kim says, we do have fun, take the mick out of you, Mark. Yes, if you don't play our regular quizzes, come and join the fun just to see Mark get torn a new one every week. Thank you so much, Paul the Honeyball. That's a fantastic surname. I love Honeyball. I love it.
Yeah.
Do you have a link to see, Paul, which house I'm in, says Karen. We did it last time. It was overwhelmingly Gryffindor. The very first one, something like 90% of the votes were for Gryffindor. Which, you know, it's good to be courageous, but the real brainiacs are in Ravenclaw. Right, I think that's enough time for the recap on that one.
You heard him.
Okay, let's go with the answers then. These are all worth 2 points.
No, they're not.
No, they're not.
Question 1: How are you going to do with the points on that? If they drop one,
I think you know number 1 pretty much.
So you've got to have them all, have you?
You've got to have it all, because I think the 2 parts of the name you know how to do that one. It's pretty obvious. It's Albus Dumbledore. So Albus Dumbledore's full name is, it's going to come up. There we go. Albus Percival Wulfric Brian Dumbledore.
So 2 points for it. All right. If you've got one of them wrong, you get nil point.
Yeah, because everyone knows it's Albus Dumbledore, but you need to get the 3 points, the actual 3 middle names.
Oh, Laura's saying, so proud of Tommy Woods. He has shown super knowledge. Thanks
stuff.
for a great quiz. Thank you, Laura. It's great to hear.
Moving on, number 2, all 7 Horcruxes for half a point each.
Here they go.
Here they are. So we have Tom Riddle's diary, Slytherin's ring, Slytherin's locket, the Hufflepuff cup, Ravenclaw's lost diadem, Harry Potter, and of course Nagini. So there you go.
So if you've just put the diary, the ring, the locket, the cup, you can count. That counts. You don't have to say whose it belongs to.
No, because I don't think it's actually clarified in the film. It's Slytherin's ring, is it?
I'm not sure.
I know it's Slytherin's locket, but I think the Slytherin's ring wasn't even. I don't think Voldemort knew it was Slytherin's ring at the time because it was his mother's, wasn't it? There we go. Anyway, it is. Sorry, RPG. There you go. I just know.
What item did Ron receive in Dumbledore's will?
My Volo Gaunt ring. There you go, Lunamy. Made it clearer for us. You knew what we meant. So it was
the Deluminator.
And again, if you didn't know the name, you put the thing that sucks out lights or whatever. You can get 1 point if you knew that.
I like that. Nicely put.
The thing that sucks out lights. There you go.
If you got the gist of what it does, you can have a point.
So number 4, when Harry reaches the meeting place in the Forbidden Forest, what do the Death Eaters have in change? They have Hagrid. They do clarify it's Cetaria, so I just forgot. I'm not a massive Potterhead. I like the films, but I'm nowhere near as clever as you guys. So it was Hagrid in chains.
Number 5. The phrase the golden snitch shows when pressed to Harry's lips is the very wonderful "I open at the close."
Number 6, Harry, Hermione and Ron's middle names for 1 point each. We have Harry James, Hermione Jean, and Ron Bilious Weasley. Bilious. Number 7. So James, Jean and Bilious for 1 point each.
Putting the counterfeit sword in the Gryffindor's... Putting the counterfeit sword of Gryffindor in Bellatrix's vault to confuse her was Severus Snape.
It was indeed. Number 8. Who set the room requirement on fire? I think you can do the answer because you love this one.
Yeah, I did love this one. It is mentioned when Ron comes running out towards Harry and Hermione, shouting that Goyle set fire to the requirement room.
It was Crabbe in the book, but I don't think they could have had Crabbe in the film because he was under arrest.
Yes. Yeah, he got changed.
Number 9, the 3 Deathly Hallows for 1 point each.
It is, of course, the Elder Wand, the Invisibility Cloak, and the Resurrection Stone as well.
I just want to read out before you go into your question. Thanks for all your hard work. Triwizard... It's got off again. Thanks for all your hard work. Triwizard Quizzards from Winchester. Thank you so much for your donation, guys. It's so much appreciated.
Yeah. And finally, question number 10. How many years have passed between the Battle of Hogwarts and the very last scene of Deathly Hallows Part 2? It was 19 years. 19 years. I wonder if there's going to be a celebration when it's 19 years after the very final scene of Harry Potter.
Might do.
There you go.
I reckon at some point they're going to film Cursed Child.
Don't know. Siobhan says, love the quiz, thanks. Number 9 was worth 3 points, Roy. Yes, there was 3 points each. This entire round is worth 23.5 points altogether if you were to get every single question right, which I am assuming Sophia at least did. So there you go. Okay, so that was our final quiz on Harry Potter. But again, we'll be going back to the beginning and we'll be doing a quiz all for the 8 films altogether. So it'll be a mixed bag of questions. A lot of the questions that we've picked before we can put back in there that didn't get used.
Because there were so many comments, because I can do it a lot easier, just put yes or no into the comments. Do you want me to bring back my dingbats, or what's it as they're known in America? Just put yes or no in there. See, that just shows how much advanced Twitch is, that it was almost immediately coming in with yes or no.
Karen says, another great quiz. Thanks so much. I did badly.
Charlie Watts will do, please.
I did so badly, I'm off to watch the last 2 movies. Looking forward to the next one. There you go, Karen will do them all. There you go.
Francesca says, Flo got 71.5. That's amazing.
Fantastic score. It's rounding up on the score sheet for 5, says Peter Lacey. Okay, my friend, I shall sort that out for you now. It'll all be alright in the end. There we go. And it's that one.
Yep.
There you go.
That stops it rounding up.
There we go. We'll be all good on that one. So we'll be doing the scores in maybe about 2 or 3 minutes.
Absolutely not, says Kathleen. There's a lot of yeses, actually. More yeses than I thought there would be.
Quiz actually said yes as well. The spirit of Quiz actually is manifested into a human person and said yes. Love that. We've got yeses and no's. Chris Barnes is a very staunch no.
It's very strong on the yeses at the moment.
93.5, 95 for Paul the Honeyball.
I won't do too many, but I might throw a couple in.
Tracy got 16.5 in the last round, 87.5 overall.
Just had a lovely donation. Thank you for the quiz from Erin and Lisa. Thank you so much, guys. It really is appreciated.
Yeah. And again, the donation link is down there. It's paypal.me/quiz actually. Any and all donations, no matter how big or small you think they are always worth so much to us. So thank you very much.
Yeah. And again, if you're in the same position as us, you've got no regular income coming in. We don't want your money. Look after you and your family first, please.
Baby Matty, 69 months, 20.
Tara says, yes, we only do them for the dingbats.
18.
This is my warped mind you're talking to.
There we go.
Okay, we'll do it. We'll put some dingbats. We won't overdo it, but we'll put some dingbats in next time.
Yeah.
Missed answers for 4, 5, 6 and 7 in the last round. 4 was Hagrid. 5 was I Open at the Close. 6 was James, Jean and Bilious. You can have 1 point each for those. And 7 was Professor Snape.
Sophia says, I like the dingbats round because it really makes my brain rattle. Alright, I'm going to give it 1 more minute and we'll get the scores up. Again, it's not, the scores are completely irrelevant, it doesn't really matter, but we'll see how you do. So if you want an entire quiz of dingbats, don't encourage himself. Don't do it.
I'm tempted.
No.
No.
Dear. Extra Dingbat says La Garcifu on YouTube.
I might. We'll put a poll up on Monday. If I do a specific quiz purely on dingbats and other game show rounds.
I won't be here for that.
Yes, you will.
I won't be hosting with him for that one.
You will. But we might do it as a special, a one-off special.
Wow, Louise Cooper got a full house, guys. Top marks for all rounds. Thank you very much. Well done to you.
Brilliant.
Sophie says, do that only if I do it. Joan got an amazing 56 and a half out of 95.5. Considering that Joan isn't a film buff by any stretch of the imagination, that's well done to you, Joan. Franny to tell us something. Go on then. Gasbot says thank you, but no dingbats. RPG Gulliman said got full marks because I'm a real Potterhead.
I think we have to put up our Potterhead questions, make them even trickier.
We can try.
The few ones that we put in there.
We can certainly try. Thank you, William. Says thank you so much for the quiz. You're amazing. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you so much. That's really wonderful.
The PayPal link again for you, Paula. Yes,
yeah,
of course.
we can get rid of the strap on now, can't we?
Yeah. If I can find the button. There it is. There's just a link for that one.
Just had another donation from Hannah. Thank you so much. So gratefully received. Thank you.
The youngest sloth says yes to dingbats, but just not marks.
What's a pin? I
love it.
Pin hours.
Pin hours, yeah.
That one.
There we go. Hi, is the next quiz May 4th? Because that's my birthday, so I might not come. No, Quack and Carl. May the 4th will be our Star Wars quiz special. May the 4th. It'll be May the 16th will be our next Harry Potter quiz. It's the third Sunday of May. That'll be May the 16th.
Lynn's now off to watch the films again.
Now for the 101st time. I have to confess, I watched the films when they were shown last week, says John. Oh, well, there you go then.
Well, we did give people the nod that they were on, so they could watch them.
Puppy Griffin turning 1 in June.
Oh, that's sweet.
I'm surprised you're not a Star Wars fan, says RPG. We are, definitely are.
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to look at the scores then. As always, the scores are representative of the people playing as a whole. It's just for a bit of fun. But let's see who our top scorers were in the quiz. Wowzers. Fantastic stuff. Love to see it. Okay, so let's have a quick look there. Lots of ties, so let's have a quick look. We've got Narcissa Sisters, the Baby Matty, the Half-Blood Harrys, Slytherin Sloths, Fork's Sake, Geordie Potterheads, 91.5, 92.5 for Harry's Legends, 93.5 for Hagrid's Friends, Dobby's Sock, the Sherbet Lemons, Hogwarts Rejects, the Cheeky Slytherins, Dumbledam, the Triwizard Quizzers, 93, 95.5 for regular Euroquizard Harry team, Sophia on a Lonesome, the Remembralls, Spectacle Bears and Where to Find Them, and the team that must not be named. Well done.
You did really well.
That's okay, Caroline, don't worry about it. Thank you, Catherine, for a great quiz from Catherine, Evelyn, Owen, and Rob. Thank you very much.
And our special thanks to all of our younger quizzes who've enjoyed it. The fact that you get more points than your parents really makes it fun for us to watch as well.
Yeah, there's the scores on the screen as well. There's your team names if you do see it. Yeah. I knew what you meant, RPG Golliman. Sorry about that. Harriet Potter and Rhonda Weasley. I like it. Our name says Baby Man 69 months. Moths. Oh.
The Muddle Muggles have just sent us a donation saying £2 each for our wrong answers. And another donation from Sarah. Thank you so much, Sarah.
Thank you, Sarah.
Really, really appreciated. I like that. They've given us £2 each for a wrong answer. We've got to make the quiz harder next time.
Caitlin and Scarlett got 87.5. Faith, age 6, got most of them right. Well done, Faith.
Well done, Faith. Great to see.
And well done to all the wee yins, says Lynn. We, the team must not be named. Me and my cousin Eli really wants a shout out. Well, a shout out to Eli and the team must not be named.
It can't be named.
I mean, that team.
Eli can't be named.
So you've got a few team names in there that haven't put their scores in, which is absolutely fine.
No, you don't really
have to.
We'll give it an update tomorrow or something.
Yeah.
Sometime during this week.
If you are watching this that's not live, we will keep the scores up. up there for a long time, but at least 2 weeks. If you are watching later on, feel free to put your scores in there. It's tinyurl.com/HP scores. That's tinyurl.com/HP scores.
Caroline's have been struggling for some reason on paypal.me/quiz actually. You can do another route, which is to go onto PayPal itself and then you send it to Mark and Alex Quiz at yahoo.com. So you can do it by just going on to PayPal and using that Mark and Alex Quiz at yahoo.com.
Lads, if I gave you £2 for my wrong answers, you could retire to the Bahamas, says Karen.
Oh, please. No.
Yeah, so again, if you can't donate for the paypal.me link, just go to PayPal, and then where you want to pay a pay person, the email is markandalexquiz@yahoo.com.
You'll see our quiz actually logo, and it's under my name, Mark Stack, that it comes through.
Thank you for the donation. Says, thank you for making me watch a film.
We've had a few now that's come in. Sarah Jessup, thank you very much. As you just said, thanks for making me watch a film.
Dobby Sock, who's given us a donation.
Thank you so much.
Ellie, sorry, there you go. Ellie, she's really happy she got full marks. Not Eli, Ellie. There you go.
See, I told you it shouldn't be named as Eli. Ellie.
You just say Eli there. I'm only reading what I can see.
Yeah, but you're just pronouncing it wrong, that's all. It still says Ellie.
Yeah, it did. You appreciate my daughter Jessica. She has loved this as much as I have. That's fantastic, Paula. So glad, Ellie. Sorry, Jessica. Don't know where I got Ellie from.
Thanks again, great fun, guys. Thank you so much for your donation.
So, Jessica Honeyball, I hope you've had a really fun quiz.
Yeah.
Right, guys, thank you so much for playing. We won't leave you too much longer because it is time for the youngest fans' bedtimes. If you do need it saying, all good Potterheads go to bed when their parents tell them. So, say that as well. Yes, so again, go back to our Facebook. Just look for Quiz Actually on Facebook. You can find about all of our events, all of our other live quizzes that we do. We do Mondays and Fridays. It's a general knowledge quiz of 4 questions that lasts. It starts at 8 and finishes at 9:30.
Siobhan is asking how to put the scores up. You go to excuse me, tinyurl.com/HP scores. And that will take you to the score sheet, and you just add your score in there.
Thank you to Sammy Samayam too. He says thanks for the quiz. You're very welcome. Gazbots says 82.5 out of 19.5. Well done.
Can you please shout out to my 3 girls, Libby, Holly, and Jessica? Says Louise Cooper.
We just got another donation. Says thanks so much, guys. Thank you very much for your donation. It's much appreciated. Thank you so much. Yes, as we said, Mondays and Fridays is every single week. Sundays are reserved for our special quizzes. I'll let you know about the next one coming up. That's going to be our Marvel quiz, which is on the Marvel films of Phase 2, starting with Iron Man 3.
And we also have a link where you can see all our upcoming quizzes as they're designated on there, which is
allmylinks.com/quiz actually, and you can find out all of our links on there, as well as our email addresses and ways to contact us and other such things as well. So yeah, that's that coming up next week. So the next quiz on a Sunday is next Sunday. That's going to be our Marvel quiz. Then we're going to be doing a Star Wars quiz on Tuesday, May the 4th at 7 p.m.
When Friends announce that they're releasing what they've just filmed, we will do a tie-in around the same time for the Friends quiz. Thank you from Lynn and Faith for your donation. It's very much appreciated.
Yeah. So if you do want to find out any more about that, it's allmylinks.com/quiz actually on there.
And I just want to say, with this particular quiz, it really matters to us that all the young quizzers have got involved. So to all you young quizzers out there, thank you for being involved. Thank you for having your names up there so we can give you shout outs. We love doing that. Look after yourselves. Yeah.
Yes. So thank you very much, Paul, for subscribing on our YouTube. As always, if you can't donate your time, if you can't donate your money, please donate your time. It takes you less than a minute to follow us on Twitter and Twitch and YouTube, Facebook, and all that, and it really helps us not only get to you quicker, but also get to more people as well.
Yeah.
So that being said, thank you very much for playing, guys. We shall see you very soon.
Before you do that, one more.
Brilliant quiz. Many thanks from Eleanor. Thank you so much, Eleanor, for your donation. We'll see you at one of our quizzes very soon, I hope.
And thank you for joining us.
Yes, and I like to leave every quiz with something about...
Just before you do that, I want to leave one more thing. This quiz was dedicated to Helen McCrory, who played the beautiful Narissa Malfoy.
Narcissa.
I always get that wrong. Narcissa Malfoy, I always call her Mrs. Malfoy, are in the films. She was absolutely wonderful, and her loss is a big loss.
Yes.
On to you.
So as I always like to leave a quiz, I say something about kindness. As I said on Friday, kindness costs you nothing, but to someone it could mean everything. Thank you so much for playing. We'll see you very soon.
Good night.